Middleweight division fight. Well, it took him just over a year on the UFC roster to realize a piece of this UFC middleweight championship. He is the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, a guy you tried to bring in to emulate John Jones back in the day.
Absolutely. You knew right away when you watch Israel fight that he has an ability to fight in so many different ways. If he's coming to play a part, he's going to play that part better than anyone else you can find.
Yeah.
It's because of the adaptability. It's his ability to change the way that he's fighting based on his opponent. In the Derek Brunson fight, he did a lot of kneeing because he knew Brunson was going to wrestle him. But in the fight against Kelvin Gastelum was a lot of punches and kicks because the wrestling threat was not so great. You gotta have that if you hope to compete and stay atop your division for a long time.
Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive knees into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxers, the high level from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. 4 years apart, with the same height and a similar reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 24 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 7 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Alex Pereira. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway, and we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is, and this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
Nice punch by Adesanya. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the kicker. Notice the drive. Look at how they drive the knees right into the midsection. Big kick land.
Single collar tie there.
Big body.
Both fighters here continuing to try to get a more dominant position in the clinch, getting fatigued in the process, I would think. Oh, and then potentially a critical takedown here. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions. Oh, looks like he's... outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Nowadays, you see guys just throwing little shots that don't really matter. Very few guys now are committed to ground and pound as they were in the past.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Senta aí. Você foi muito bem nesse round. Respira, inspirando pelo nariz, soltando pela boca. Isso. You ready? You ready?
Great punch.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations here.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into the strike. Good punch lands. Beautiful leg kick throw.
Connects with a right. Oh, and he counters with a straight left. That landed flush.
Oh, nice. Nice. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Adesanya.
Just missing on the high kick there. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Counter punch is good by Adesanya.
Nice kick.
Oh, lands an uppercut to the head now, DC.
Usually when you're the shorter fighter, you can land those types of shots. Look back to Mike Tyson in his prime. He landed those over and over again to put guys to sleep. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Right on the button. Push on the elbow. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Oh, I love the jab. I know you love the jab. That was a nice one.
It's my favorite punch in all the fight.
30 seconds. Wow! He's out!
Unbelievable! What a fight!
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. Bruce Buffer is in the octagon with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 32 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel the